Welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm Alex. Today we are looking at a paper from the Hugging Face trending list, published on August 26, 2025, about 3 days ago. The striking result is a formal proof that tool-integrated reasoning expands a language model's feasible and empirical support, and in experiments, a tool-using model decisively outperforms a pure text model on the PASIC-K metric. The paper is titled, Understanding Tool-Integrated Reasoning, and the implications for model training are quite significant. Beyond the theory, the study introduces advantage-shaping policy optimization to encourage earlier and more interactive code use, and it highlights 3 emergent patterns that show models learning to think with tools. On X, posts echo the capability expansion claim, highlight larger feasible support under fixed token budgets, and spotlight advantage-shaping policy optimization guiding earlier tool use, with moderate engagement around dozens of likes. Alright, the previous figure framed why tool calls expands support. Table 1 contrasts token efficiency for an iterative task, and it makes the budget gap very concrete. The programmatic approach stays concise because a for loop describes arbitrarily large n with near constant tokens, which means the token cost does not grow with the workload. The natural language reasoning column requires step-by-step narration, so the token cost scales with n and quickly becomes infeasible. This difference explains why tool use enables strategies that text alone cannot fit within a finite context. So, the previous figure highlighted iteration costs. Table 2 compares large linear systems and makes the scaling gap unmistakable. Table 2 shows that a single call to a numerical library solves A times X equals B with a constant token cost, which stays flat regardless of matrix size. The natural language reasoning column requires narrating Gaussian elimination, so the token cost grows with the number of rows and operations. The bottom notes spell it out. Programmatic stays order 1, while narration grows like order n squared to order n cubed. Okay, the previous table quantified scaling gaps. Figure 1 shows how those gaps translate into learning curves. The left panel presents training accuracy, where the tool-integrated model climbs higher and stays steadier than the pure text baseline. The right panel reports AIME 25 test accuracy averaged over 16 samples, and the tool-integrated curve rises to about 68%, while the pure text model plateaus near 59%. These curves indicate sustained gains during training and real evaluation, which supports the claim that tool use breaks the capability ceiling. So the previous figure charted training and test accuracy trends. Figure 2 presents PASIC-K curves on AIME 24, AIME 25, and OmniMath 512, and the tool integrated line sits above the pure text line across all K. The lack of intersections matters because it shows a uniform capability lift rather than a trade-off that only helps at small k. The right panel confirms this pattern even on the hardest split, which supports the claim that tools expand feasible strategies under a fixed token budget. While the previous figure showed uniform pass at k gains, Figure 3 visualizes the flow of solvability on OmniMath 512, and the bands make the net shift clear. The blue preservation stream dominates at about 66.6%, while expansion adds 15.4%, so total solved rises to 82%. The red bands are small, with shrinkage at 1.8% and jointly unsolved at 16.2%, which signals a decisive capability expansion. Wrapping up, 2 takeaways stand out. Tool-integrated reasoning provably expands both feasible and empirical support, and the advantage-shaping policy optimization steers earlier, more interactive tool use without destabilizing training. The broader implication is clear. Future systems should treat models as coordinators that delegate computation, not as text-only reasoners. That is it for this episode of the AI Research Roundup. I am Alex. Thanks for listening.